I hope that you know about Creative Fabrica and that you use Creative Fabrica, and I certainly don't want to complain about a website that has over 6 million graphics and hundreds of thousands of fonts. However, one of the things that you may run into if you're on Creative Fabrica is you might be a little overwhelmed, as I am at times, with the sheer number of options that Creative Fabrica offers. So in this video, I'm going to walk through 5 techniques that I use to make sure you're maximizing your use on Creative Fabrica. So this is not so much when you find a design and how you can create a t-shirt graphic or a print-on-demand design, but how do you find things that you think will actually sell in the print-on-demand world? 5 tips. Let's jump in. Okay, the first tip is right on the home page. Right underneath the main banner, there's a search bar, and right underneath the search bar, there's recommendations for you. And so you can actually check mark these on or off. So if you're only interested in fonts, what I would recommend then is unchecking everything else. And what you'll be left with is only fonts, for example. And then I actually do look at these recommendations because they're usually like bestsellers. And so these are really high quality, great looking fonts. So I do look at this, and if you're wondering like, why am I only getting fonts? Well, then you'd want to uncheck the fonts and then you'd have your graphics pop up. So here's a great example under graphics. This one is a hot chocolate watercolor clip art. So if you like something like this, then definitely you'd want to download it. Now, if you have the subscription, the Creative Fabrica subscription, then everything on the website is essentially included. It's essentially free because it's covered under your subscription. It's not really free because you're paying for a subscription. So what you can do here, you have 2 options. You can either just download it or you can favorite. And if you want to add it to the favorites, it's right here underneath. It says here 1,315 people have added this to the favorites. You can simply click there and now you can add it to your favorites. Another option is on the main website. So on the main page, you can also favorite right here. I've got a little favorite button that pops up. It says 1315. I can favorite, and right there it changes to 1316. So now it's under your favorites. So what you can do now is scroll up to the top, and you can see here there's my favorites right next to my profile. And when I click on my favorites, you'll see now it will pop up along with all the other stuff that I've favorited. And if you've been eyeballing that red banner at the very top, I'm going to cover this 12 Days of Christmas special as well. It's a pretty amazing special. So if you don't have the subscription, or if you're wondering what that's all about, I'll cover that here later in this video as well. Okay, tip number 2, right at the very top of the website, you've got these menu items and they're drop-down menu items. Now you can click on just the menu item, or you can click on the subset underneath it. So for example, if you were interested in graphics, you can just simply click on graphics. You don't need to click on the underlying menu items. So now that I've clicked on regular graphics, I've got access now to all 6.3 million graphics. Now this may be great if you're just watching a TV show and you're scanning through these during the commercial breaks or whatever, but if you want to drop down in the menu, you can also do subsets as well. So for example, under graphics, I can go to KDP Interiors, and that can be really handy if I'm working on low content books, for example, and now this gives me 162,000 results only. So you've got 2 options here. You can go to the main graphics, or you can go to the underlying ones as well. Tip number 3 is for those of you that do not have the subscription to Creative Fabrica. Right over on the main menu page, there's actually a freebie section. It's right underneath my favorites. There's freebies here. And what you can do with the freebies, you can click on all freebies or underneath it. And I'm going to click on all freebies. So you can see here we've got 181,000, a little over 181,000 freebies. And if you have the subscription, these are included. They're essentially free in that sense. But if you don't have the subscription, these can be great opportunities for you to go in and test this out. Now I do want to point out these are truly free, meaning if I click on it and I click download, this little window pops up now and I can download it. Now what I'm hearing is people who want to take advantage of the freebies are going through here and downloading all of these. You don't really need to do that, because once you click the download button, what happens is inside of your account, you can go to My Downloads. So you can see here now, My Downloads shows the Teacher SVG, and it's got it sitting here as a freebie. It's going to sit here and you've got a license key to use it. So it doesn't go away. So as soon as you click the download button, even if you don't download it, it will sit in your downloads. I love the freebie section, and it does change from time to time as well. There's also a subset underneath it here. You can go just to graphics if you like. You can go just to free embroidery if you like. There's all sorts of different options inside of the freebie section. Don't overlook the freebies. Tip number 4 is the search bar. On the main page, right at the top, it says search fonts, graphics, and embroidery fonts. Now, if I type in funny cat, for example, I'm going to get back 5 results that are suggestions. And I've heard that some people think that this is the results. Those are not the only results. These are suggested results. You can click over on the right, and there's a little magnifying glass. When you click on the magnifying glass, I actually get a little over 5,500 results that come back. So you're not just getting 5 back, you're getting a whole bunch back. So here's, for example, a great one that I'm going to click on, and there's a nice design that I could use on a t-shirt. I could simply click the download button, and now I've got that. Remember too, you can add to the favorites right down below. Okay, before we jump into the last tip, I want to cover the 12 Days of Christmas promotion that Creative Fabrica is running. This is a really neat promotion. It runs from December 25th right through to January 5th, 2023. And the first deal is that you get the all access subscription for $59 a year. This is only about $5 a month. That's a hugely discounted price, and that's valid forever. It renews at $59 a year. Now, deal number 2 is you can get an additional yearly all access subscription for only $47. So what that means is you could actually extend your yearly subscription and get year number 2 for roughly $4 a month. Now, in addition to this, if you don't want to get the subscription, there's a bunch of free bundles that are going to be coming out. And I'm going to put this in the video description, and I'm also going to put this on the Zen Watercooler Facebook page as well. Quick heads up, these are affiliate links, and that just means if you click on one of the links and you wind up buying something, I would receive a small commission. Okay, the last tip I've got, tip number 5, is about bundles. And so on the Creative Fabrica main page, there's menus right at the very top, and I'm going to go right over here to the right under bundles. Now, bundles is really neat because you've got huge discounted groups of designs, graphics design, t-shirt designs, that sort of thing. And what you can do here right at the top is click on view all 46,846 bundles. And then buried right here, it's sometimes hard to see, it says sort by popularity. And what you can do here is sort by newest as well. So I sometimes do this if I want to see if something new has popped up. So these are not necessarily best-selling, but these are brand new. So here I can see this baby girl sublimation bundle. I'm going to click on that. This is one of the newest bundles. So if you want to take advantage of something that isn't necessarily a huge seller, but is brand new, you can download it right over here as well. Remember, if you've got the subscription, everything in here is included. I highly recommend checking out the subscription. 12 Days of Christmas, yearly access, $5 a month. You can extend it. It's a fantastic deal. Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays on behalf of myself and Creative Fabrica. And here's another video on how you can supercharge your print-on-demand design skill set using Creative Fabrica.